From the age of 5, I went to Dunalley Street School, and on a Friday my mother would come down with one or two other mothers, pick us up. We'd walk into town, and where the pizza hut is in the promenade on, in the Esplanade, I think they call it, there used to be a milk bar. It used to go in one side and out the other. And my mum used to take us in there. We'd have a bun and a glass of milk, and then we'd be round to the Regent Street and get in the queue for the gallery at the Opera House. As I said, it was privately owned in those days by a chap called Wilfred Simpson, and didn't matter what was on for all those next few years. We went and saw everything that came, variety, music hall, musicals, all the old musicals and all that. Then, as luck would have it, I was in a church choir, and the vicar was the theatre pastor. And he said after choir practice one day that he was going down to the theatre, and I said, well, what are you going down there for? And I'm going backstage to see the different people there and see if any of them need any religious help. And I said, I'd love to go backstage. And so I jumped in the car with him, and there weren't many cars around those days. And we went down, and I walked in the back and smelt this makeup and the paint and the dust. It absolutely got me straight away. And once we got inside, there was a chap called Jones. He was a stage manager. And I said, wouldn't I like to work here? And he said, when do you want to start? I said, soon as you like. Right, tomorrow night, brace and wait, boy. Now, I don't know if you know what a brace and wait is. In the old days, when you moved big 18-foot flats about with all the scenery painted on it, you had to weight them with a 56-pound weight and an arm that you could adjust so they didn't fall over. And I did that for month after month after month, and we used to get a few pence or a few shillings for each show. And I did that for 42 years. Every stage manager just had me on the list and ring up and say, could you come down and help fit this up or help take this down? And we had some wonderful times, and I mean the scenery used to come usually in those days by rail. So you'd have great big trailers and all the 45-foot claws all rolled up on the back, and we'd sit up on the top. I mean, you wouldn't be allowed to do it today, all the way from the Midland station or the G-Dub station. Driving along, sat along the top of this, and then when we took it all down, we had to take it all back, and 9 times out of 10 it'd be about 3 o'clock in the morning and frosty, and there's us lot sat up on the top of these lorry loads of stuff. But it then went on, and then unfortunately television came in and it closed. The television was taking over, and it was awful to be in that theatre when it shut.